What is going on, everybody in Matt Squad? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be doing a speed test between the Google Pixel 5 and the Moto G7 Power. Now, who's going to win this speed test? Let's find out. So, Matt Squad, as we said in the intro of this video here, this is going to be a speed test between the Google Pixel 5 on the left and the Moto G7 Power on the right. And just like all my other speed test videos here, I want to discuss the specifications on paper to see which device can get the first W. So, Matt Squad, here we have the Google Pixel 5. It's going to have the Snapdragon 765G inside of here. 6 cores that are clocked at 2.4 gigahertz, and the other 2 are clocked at 1.8. And for the GPU, it's going to be the Adreno 620. Now, the Pixel 5 is going to have 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage. Out of the box, you're going to be running Android 11 with security patch of November 5th, 2020. Now, with the Moto G7 Power here, you're going to have the Snapdragon 632 inside of this device. It's also an octa-core chipset that has 8 cores that are clocked at 1.8 gigahertz. And for the GPU, it's going to be the Adreno 506. Yes, it says 636 on there, but it's 632, trust me. Now, this variant of the device is going to have 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of internal storage. And currently, it's going to be running Android 10 with security patch of October 1st, 2020. So, Matt Squad, as you saw there with the unpaper test here between these two devices, the Moto G Power is not going to be as powerful as the Google Pixel 5. We all know that here. So, clearly, the W has to go to the Pixel 5. More RAM, more internal storage, faster CPU. Pixel 5 now having a score of 1 and the Moto G7 Power having a score of 0. Let's get to the next part of the speed test and see which device can take that W. So, Matt Squad, here we are with the next round of the speed test here. This is going to be the application open and RAM management test, in which we open up the same apps on each device to see which one opens faster. And then afterwards, we test the RAM to see which device can hold those apps in the background better. So the first application is going to be Play Store. That goes to the Pixel 5. The next application is going to be YouTube. That goes to the Pixel 5. Next application we're going to open up here is YouTube Music. That goes to the Pixel 5. Next application we're going to open up here is Amazon. And that goes to the Pixel 5. Get over to social media here. Next app is going to be Facebook. And it goes to the Pixel 5. Next application is going to be Instagram. And that goes to the Pixel 5. Notice a pattern here. Next application we're going to open up here is Reddit. And that goes to the Pixel 5. Next application we're going to open up here is Twitter. And that goes to the Pixel 5. And the final application we're going to open up here is Best Buy. And that goes to the Pixel 5. So, Matt Squad, as you saw there, the Pixel 5 opened up every single application faster than the Moto G7 Power. Let's test the RAM. First application is going to be Play Store. Held by the Pixel 5. YouTube. Held by the Pixel 5. YouTube Music. Held by the Pixel 5. Amazon. Held by the Pixel 5. Facebook. Held by the Pixel 5. Instagram. Held by the Pixel 5. Reddit. Held by the Pixel 5. Twitter. Held by the Pixel 5. And last but not least here, Best Buy. Held by both. So, Matt Squad, as you saw there, when it came to the application open and RAM management test, it was pretty much no contest. Now, a lot of the times, phones like the Moto G7 Power will do a lot better here. I'm not sure what happened in this particular video here, but I don't want to do this over or cut it out. So, what you saw is the real thing there. The Pixel 5 destroyed the G7 Power. And right now the score is going to be 2 for the Pixel and 0 for the G7 Power. Let's get to the next part of the speed test and see which device can get that W. So, Matt Squad, with this next part of the speed test here, we're going to go over the Antutu benchmark scores, the Geekbench scores, and we're also going to run a speed test to see which device can get the faster up and down speeds. Now, to get things started here, we're going to look at the Google Pixel 5, having a score of 291,974, which is a pretty good score. Comparing it to the Moto G7 Power here, we got a score on the Antutu benchmark of 125,872. But considering how old the phone is and how well it still performs, I love this phone here. Yeah, it's just not going to be able to edge the Pixel here, unfortunately. So first round, or first part of this round here, goes to the Pixel. And now, Matt Squad, with this next part here, we're looking at the Geekbench scores. Now with the Pixel 5, we got a single core score of 583 and a multi-core score of 1,567. Now, if you compare it to the Moto G7 Power here, keep in mind this device is a few years old. We're going to have a single core score of 268 and a multi-core score of 1,098. So yes, another case of numbers being higher on the Pixel, this device being a little bit older, so Geekbench goes to the Pixel. So Matt Squad, we are in the speed test portion of the speed test video here. We're going to be testing the up and down speeds between both devices. They're both on the same Wi-Fi network. Not really much else to say. See you guys in a few seconds when this concludes. So Matt Squad, here we are with the final results here. We got a 93.9 on the down speed for the Pixel 5 and a 21.9 on the up speed. Now looking at the G7 Power, we got a 63 even on the down and a 19.3 on the up. So from what it looks like here, it's going to be a complete sweep in this particular round of speed test. Pixel 5 took the Atutu, the Geekbench, and also took the speed test here as far as the up and down speeds for the internet. And the score right now is going to be 3 for the Pixel and 0 for the Moto G7 Power. Let's get to the next part of the speed test and see what happens. So Matt Squad, here we are with the next part of the speed test here. We're going to be doing the application install test, in which we install 3 of the top applications from the Play Store, and whichever device installs 2 of those 3 faster than the other automatically wins this part of the speed test. So as you can see, the first application is going to be Zoom Cloud Meetings, and we're going to get that installed here in 3, 2, and that goes to the Google Pixel 5. So Matt Squad, being that the Pixel took that first W installing the Zoom Cloud Meeting app first, we're going to go ahead and install the second application, basically the best application in the world, HBO Max. Just watch the install here in 3, 2, and that goes to the Google Pixel 5. So Matt Squad, as you saw there, the Google Pixel 5 installed 2 of those 3 applications faster than the Moto G7 Power, meaning that the final score, or the score as of right now, excuse me, is going to be 4 for the Pixel and 0 for the Moto G7 Power. Let's get to the final part of the speed test here and see if the Pixel can get a shutout. So Matt Squad, here we are with the final part of the speed test here, in which we're going to do a power on, power off test, basically a restart test, to see which device can get that done faster than the other. And then that will conclude the speed test video here. So without anything left to say, really, let's go ahead and get this started in 3, 2, and that goes to the Google Pixel 5. So Matt Squad, as you saw there, the Pixel 5 powered on and off faster than the Moto G7 Power, meaning that the final score is going to be 5 for the Pixel and 0 for the Moto G7 Power. And in the comment section below, Matt Squad, let me know, did you think the Moto G7 Power had a chance against the Pixel? Did you think it was going to win 1 category, 2 categories? Did you think it was going to be close in anything at all? Let me know. And if you are new to the channel here, consider subscribing so you don't miss any coverage when it comes to upper mid-range devices like the Pixel 5 and budget devices like the Moto G7 Power. And Matt Squad, like this video here so that other people just like you can get a little bit more help when it comes to researching upper mid-range devices like the Google Pixel 5 and budget devices like the Moto G7 Power. And then you get to see cool speed test videos like this one here. It just makes sense. And last but not least, share this video with your friends and family and let them know that not all Android cameras suck. It is just not true. But until then, my name is Max Rock. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day, y'all. Deuces.